Hey guys, it's Brody, and today we've got a package from the Cubicle, and inside this package is the Dayan Guhong V4. Now I've heard some pretty interesting things about this 3x3, and even more exciting than that, it's only $14.99 from the Cubicle, and it's even less than that if you use discount code BrodytheCuber to get 5% off. So in this video I'm going to unbox it, lube it up, and test it out to see how it compares to much more expensive 3x3s in terms of performance. And first off, we have a Cubicle mask, which I'm going to be using for a video that's going to be coming out pretty soon. And then here we have the Guhong V4. I don't know about all of you, but I'm getting tired of this sort of fancy packaging. I miss the days when cubes just came in like really tiny packaging that just held the cube, because this is nice enough that I'm compelled to keep it, but I have no use for it, so I've just got a whole giant box of these kinds of cube boxes in it, and I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't want to keep it. I'm just stuck in box purgatory. And there we have the cube, probably some extra accessories in here. Take a look at that later. But what matters right now is this cube. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the previous versions of the Guhong to compare, but just based on first feel, the plastic feels quite hard. It feels a lot lighter than I was expecting, I guess. Let's see. It feels very dry as well, so let's do some turns. Okay, so I can tell already. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I like this. I can already tell based on these first turns, A, that this is going to be super promising. B, this is going to be a light turning cube. It's going to be very smooth, hopefully very fluid. It feels very fluid already. This, I mean, for a $14.99 cube straight out of the box, this is extremely impressive. Most cubes in that range, and even a lot of even more expensive cubes, are not nearly this good out of the box. All right, my hands are pretty chilly, but let's do a solve and we'll see how that goes. Solving through the viewfinder is hard, but this is turning quite fluidly just straight out of the box. Let's do some corner cutting, not that that really matters. So 45, piece of cake, a little bit past, piece of cake. Okay, when you get too far, it's too much, but it can go a little bit past 45 and then reverse. This line is the big test. Wow, that is some nice reverse straight out of the box nonetheless. Okay, I really like this so far. So I'm going to put a lot of thought in how I'm going to set this up to be as good as possible. I'll show you that whole process, and then I'm going to do a bunch of solves on it and give my final thoughts. So after I recorded that section of the video, I did a whole bunch of solves on this thing and then concluded a few things. First of all, it really is promising. I got a $6.99 average of 12 on this thing, which is insane. But also, currently it is too fast, too loose. I'm having some corner twisting issues, and yeah, that's basically what I need to fix about it while setting it up. So I'm going to be using a combination of Max Command and Traxxas 50K, probably just on the pieces. I don't really see a need to lube the core on this cube, and from there we'll make adjustments. I'll do some solves and we'll see how this cube ends up being. So I'm basically going to get a lot of covering with 50K all over this edge, and then an edge on the opposite side of the cube, I'm gonna work it in and then put some max, I say command? Yeah, on there. Because in my experience, lubes like that work better if they have like a base lube like this to go on top of, instead of if you just put them directly onto the pieces. So there is a lot on there. A lot that slipped off. Let's get that in there. And then let's get an opposite edge. All right, got plenty on there as well. All right, let's see how that turns. Yeah, definitely need to work that in. That actually might be enough control on its own without the max command. Now let's get to tightening each of the sides. Okay, that's already another point towards this compared to the 11M Pro. The center caps on this don't hurt to take out. I mean, they feel sturdy in there, but I'm not killing my hands and fingers to get these out. All right, let's start with half a turn on each side. And then get that one. All right, that is lube for now. Let's get out the timer. Let's start doing some solves, and then we'll adjust as we go. This is undoubtedly going to be really bad for the first little bit, but as we break it in, it will get better. Yep, I can't turn nearly as fast with this right now. Iffy timer stop there, but I'll take that 6. But yeah, I think I was right in saying I don't think we're going to need the max command. We'll see how this works in though. All right. Did you see me use that trick I made the video about in there? I might have to tighten this a little bit more. There's another corner twist. Maybe I will have to tighten it more. There's a nice one. Yes. All right. I'm going to keep breaking this in. I'm mostly happy with the setup, but I will do some more experimenting as I break it in, and then I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. Even though I just said I was satisfied with the setup, turns out that wasn't true at all.
So that was a f***ing lie.
The cube was still too fast and too loose, and as soon as I turned off the camera, I couldn't get any good times on it. I ended up tightening it even more by close to a full turn on each side, and I did put max command in there. But even then, I couldn't really get any good times with it. I started mentally planning how I was going to do this sort of lukewarm review where I thought it was going to be promising and then it turned out to not be that great. Then all of a sudden, something clicked. The lube must have finally broken in a perfect way because I started getting really good times. And I mean really good. I got a 695 stack mat average of 12 on this thing. That's only my second ever sub 7 stack mat average of 12, and it was on this cube, which cost less than 15 bucks. In my opinion, this cube feels super awesome. It's very smooth and there's hardly any friction in between the pieces. This sort of hyper smooth feel is something I love, but a lot of the time it's tough to find something that has that feel and performs really well. So since I found that here, I really think I've hit the jackpot. I legitimately get equal times on this cube and on the GAN 11M Pro. And because the Guhong V4 is $50 cheaper, I bet you can guess which one I'm going to be recommending more often from now on. And because I love the feel so much, along with the really good performance, for the time being, the Dayan Guhong V4 is my new main 3x3. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to get one, you can get one from the link in the description, and when you do, make sure to use discount code BrodytheCuber to get 5% off your order. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you have a great day. This is Brody, signing out.